Gangsta. This what it is, man.
Zone. DMX. Rough Riders. Come on. Here we go.
Tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Top dog, bite them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CPT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, yo life, boy, we living it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 when she crept in the back door. Chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this mother, just a swank in my hair. Trick, quit talking, crip walk if you down with the set. Take a bullet with some grip and take the smoke on this jam. Out of town, put it down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, trick, shut your trap. Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress.
Do your thing, man, fuck what they looking at. Do your thing, man, fuck what they looking at.
It's the one and only D.R.E. Dr. Dre, Lil Buff.
Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who is the flyest one of all?
Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your
Lord,
stress.
give me a sign. I really need to talk to you, Lord. Since the last time we talked, the walk has been hard. Now I know you haven't left me, but I feel like I'm alone. I'm a big boy now, but I'm still not grown. And I'm still going through it. Pain and the hurt. Soaking up trouble like rain in the dirt. And I know only I can stop the rain with just a mention of my Savior's name. In the name of Jesus. Devil, I rebuke you for what I go through and trying to make me do what I used to. But all that stops right here. As long as the Lord's in my life, I will have no fear. I will know no pain from the light to the dark. I will show no shame, spit it right from the heart. Cause it's right from the start. You held me down and ain't nothing they can tell me now. Lord, give me a sign.
Do your thing, man, fuck what they looking at. Do your thing, man, fuck what they looking at.
It's the one and only D.R.E. Dr. Dre, Lil Buff.
Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who is the flyest one of all?
Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress.
When they see me coming at them, hills and hips, they wanna grab them, lips and eyes staring at them, mesmerized. Gotta have it, want it, I become a habit, need it, always once you had it. Ever lucky enough to grab it, guaranteed becoming an addict. Yeah, the type of chick that like them big trips, big jets, mega yachts, yeah, big ships. Wanna get all my affection, here's a big tip. I need to see that you a ball shit. No, they can never catch her. Me, I'm the chick that keep them under pressure. And every nigga smell her, want sex her. They say they want protect her, but really they just want kiss and caress her. Now sit your ass down, cause class is now in session. They're like, man, I ain't playing with you people. You know my style already. Swampy and she thinks she lethal. I ain't even got no patience for your bullshit I can see through. I get bored real easy, sorry, I must leave you. Got 'em singing like,
Do your thing, man, fuck what they looking at. Do your thing, man, fuck what they looking at.
It's the one and only D.R.E. Dr. Dre, Lil Buff.
Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who is the flyest one of all?
Come back, get back, that's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress.
Killer streets of CPT. King of the beach.
Yeah, everybody, and welcome to another episode of this, your Degen Forest Bitcoin technical analysis. As you come in, please find a place around your house that is comfortable, a place where you can just have some fun, where you can just learn about where Bitcoin is going without some stress, because this is the channel that brings you the vibes, that brings you the mojo that you need to know where we're going and not have the stress that others brings into your life. No, there's no stress here. No need to have any stress. So welcome everybody. Get comfortable as you come in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit sure you know the subscribe button, the bell button, retweet button. I mean, all the buttons, because that's how you tell the algorithm. That's how that this is the content that you want to push up people's timeline. This is the content that you want to bring up. So please, make sure you do me the favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe, find a place, get comfortable, because today we're going to be covering a lot. We're going to be talking about a lot. And you definitely do not want to miss out on where is Bitcoin going. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for showing up as you come in. I want to see those hearts if you're in the live. Where's my phone at? What did I do with my phone? It's right here. It's right here. Gotta check if, let's bring some rainbow. If you are in the live, it doesn't matter because we're coming live, we're coming live on 2 separate places, 2 separate accounts on Twitter. We're also coming live on Facebook. We're also coming live on kick.com. We're coming live on YouTube. We're coming live on LinkedIn. We're coming live everywhere, baby. So it doesn't matter how you're tuning in. Welcome to the space that aims to give you light of where the cryptocurrency space is heading at. So let's change the music, the tempo, and the vibe. Let's make things happen here because we got a packed show prepared for all of you that you cannot miss. So make sure you share, call your buddy, call your uncle, call your mailman. Stop everybody and make sure you pay attention, full attention to what's going on in the Bitcoin chart because as I come live to you guys, we're crossing the $29,160 with 43 cents and the people are asking, what is going on? Well, you have arrived to the right place. You have arrived to the Degen Forest Bitcoin Technical Analysis coming to you every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the place where we look at the charts 1 week at a time, following the compass, understanding how the Bitcoin cycle works, and, releasing the stress because what we do here is very simple. We buy bottoms and we sell tops. Yeah, I said it. I said it, guys. Yes, I said that. We buy bottoms, we sell tops. So it does not matter if it's the first time or if you have been here with us for a while, make sure that you buckle up because you're going to learn exactly where Bitcoin is going in the next few weeks and also, moreover, where Bitcoin is going throughout this cycle so that you can know when is the right time to sell if that time is coming or when that time will come. So tune in, make sure you like it, and let's go because we got too much to go over. Before we get into the charts, let's get right away into the bubbles because we got green everywhere. The market is back and everybody's wondering why. What's happening? What's going on? Why all of the sudden, yesterday we were all crying. What happened? Last week we were all very mad at Gary Gensler because he was taking crypto off the United States. Well, what happened is very simple. My dear friend, BlackRock has entered the space. As reported, we reported that here. The moment it happened, that's the beauty of the Web3 Morning Show because you're not left in the dark. We come to you with the breaking news every day. But it's the Wednesday show, the one that breaks everything that has been happening on the week so that you can understand the big picture. I hope I'm making sense. If I am, throw some likes, throw some hearts. Let's see that rainbow going because we reported the moment this happened, the moment even the leak came out that BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF was filed with the SEC. And that renewed optimism. Why? Because it's sparking a wave, a tsunami of new filings. Investment managers, WisdomTree and Invesco have filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF as well. Oh, well, now they want to play in the game. Oh, welcome. Woo, welcome to the Web3 industry, WisdomTree and Invesco. You're welcome. Hot on the heels of BlackRock, of course. Because at least 2 investment firms have made new filings, but we also know what took place with Fidelity, what is happening with Grayscale, what is happening with literally everybody and their mom, the German bank, the Deutsche Bank, also in Germany filing for licenses to be a centralized exchange. TradeFi, it's here, guys. What? Talking about? Well, TradeFi, Wall Street, and every single Web2 investor, every hedge fund manager, literally laddie, everybody that has ever had any amount of significant money, it's coming in, because there is no way that you know anything about anything in finance, and that you don't know who is BlackRock, and that you don't know what took place when BlackRock got the gold ETF approved. What? So, this is amazing news. Because since everybody is right now looking at, okay, this is what took place with gold, this is what happened, this was the rally, Bitcoin is a much better asset class than gold. Bitcoin has actually a more scarce supply. Bitcoin is actually much easier to transact. Bitcoin has several, not only of the characteristics of gold, but also has, is 100 times better. Therefore, that has also needs to be accounted for. And right now, we have a wave, because since every single institutional investment, now they're looking into it. And BlackRock, after the BlackRocks did hit smooth, New York-based asset management WisdomTree did the same. And, right there. And then following that, Invesco, right there. So, what is now the SEC? What are you gonna do? You have, literally, think about it, guys. You have BlackRock, the granddaddy of everything, biggest company in the face of Earth, applying. And then you have WisdomTree applying. And now you have Invesco applying, all TradeFi companies, all, sizable companies, respectable companies, especially BlackRock. BlackRock alone, which they're going to put that iShares. You guys don't understand how much people trust these iShares. What you need to understand is what is really happening here, guys. This is the Bitcoin technical analysis, so we're going to break it down for you. So BlackRock entered the space. So now everybody will want to enter. This is not, this is in the last cycle when Michael Saylor entered the space. That is what kicks start pretty much the bull cycle, because he went to all his investor friends and got them in. But now we're not talking, Michael Saylor that nobody knew about before he entered Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, that was just a stable, sizable company, nothing to write home about. It was a very boring company. Nobody spoke about MicroStrategy pre-Bitcoin. Those are the facts. But BlackRock, on the other hand, everybody knows who's BlackRock pre-entering Bitcoin. It's a whole new dynamic. Because now, if you see what took place on gold, and I will advise that you go check, in the charts when BlackRock approved the gold ETF and what happened, everybody's looking into that. And everybody's also looking to the fact that BlackRock, when they submit an ETF request, they do so in a way that, they do so only if they think they're going to get it approved, And the record is a 575 to 1. What? Yes. Yes, BlackRock is sharing an investment firm that has, it's an investment firm that has a 575 ETF applications, and only one in the whole history of the firm has ever been rejected. I want to say those are good odds. I don't know about you. I'm not a betting guy, but those are good odds. But what really matters here, what really you need to be looking at, what you need to be actually paying attention are at the facts. Is that, yes, this is beautiful, BlackRock in, but then it's iShares Bitcoin Trust. What? iShares. It's not a Bitcoin trust, it's an iShares Bitcoin Trust. And I cannot underline this enough. Boomers love iShares. Pension funds, they see iShares on anything and they immediately they're gonna buy it. Just because it's iShares. They have iShares is a system, it's a brand, right? Like a stamp of approval, for lack of better words, that especially in Vanguard, have been doing amazing. And every pension fund, especially, imagine the police in New York, imagine the hospitals in New Jersey, all those pension funds, the firemen. Oh my God, you guys got the teachers all across the nation, teachers. It's insane. And then all the boomers, all the pension funds, all the 401ks, literally everything now has a trusted, secure, easy bridge into Bitcoin through the iShares Bitcoin Trust. You guys don't understand what is about to happen. You guys don't understand what is about to happen. Let me explain this to you. Especially for the guys that have been here for a while. You guys have heard me speak about the cycles, how we buy the bottoms, how we sell the tops. 13 months prior to the halvening, you buy. 13 months after the halvening, you sell. You will be more likely to be buying the bottom and selling the top. It's a very simple formula. Even my nephew can follow it. My toddler nephew can. It's so simple to use, so simple to follow. Halvening, 13 months before you buy, 13 months after you sell. That's it. That's the formula. You can drink your coffee. You already know when to sell. But I have always been telling you something. There is only one caveat. There is only one reason for which we will never sell. The 13 months formula is as long as we are following the cycles formula, for as long as we continue and to remain within the cycles, which that has been happening literally since the inception of Bitcoin, since the day that Satoshi came and deployed the first blockchain, the first decentralized ledger technology, aka Bitcoin. Since that day, we have been following a 4-year cycle that is tied to an event that takes place on Bitcoin, which is the halvening, which the halvening is a situation in which the miners, which are the people who secure the Bitcoin network, are getting sliced on their reward. What do you mean? Yes, in crypto, in Bitcoin, this is the only place with that when you do a good job, you get a pay cut, not a pay raise. What? Yes, that's how it works. So miners, every 4 years, they get a pay cut, a 50% pay cut on the reward, which means that there is a supply shock. Remember, this is an offer and demand ecosystem, zero-sum game, right? 21 million Bitcoins in existence forever, right? So the miners are mining, unlocking the ones that are remaining to be unlocked, which over 18 million plus have already been mined. So the remaining, they are working through the miners to get them unlocked. That is the supply. In the other hand, you have the demand, people, that's you and me, the apes of the forest, gobbling, right? Doing DCA and buying, right? And trading, and the day traders, and there is this offer, supply and demand taking place, right? So every 4 years, there is a halvening, which means you have supply and demand, and then one day you wake up and half of the supply is gone. What? Yes, half of the supply cut, because now the network is not rewarding at one level, is rewarding at a 50% lower level, which means that when you do a supply shock on any offer demand, supply demand based system, immediately the price adjusts within the next few weeks or months or year, 13 months, to reflect the new supply shock, because there are less Bitcoins flowing into the ecosystem and a price readjustment must take place. Therefore, this is what makes Bitcoin the first and only, and also every other crypto asset class that is paired to Bitcoin in any way, shape, or form. This makes cryptocurrencies as an asset class a mathematically coded to go up asset. What? Yes. If you're following the train of thought here, and I hope you are, and I hope I am explaining myself correctly, when you analyze what happens at the halvening level, where a supply shock takes place, a price readjustment must always happen. And since the cut happens on the supply and not on the demand, the price adjustment has to happen on the upwards side, aka this is the previous halvening. So when you look at the previous halvening, supply shock, immediate response, immediate price readjustment. This is baked in. This will happen no matter what, because we know that there is a mathematical code that says that on around May next year, there's going to be another halvening. And when this halvening happens, the same thing that took place here, and the same thing that took place here, and the same thing that took place here, halvening, price readjustment. Halvening, price readjustment. Right? Halvening, price readjustment. Halvening, price readjustment. Halvening, price readjustment. What do you guys think is going to happen when Bitcoin gets to the halvening? I mean, it's pretty simple to understand, I hope. Since now you understand how this works, then it's very simple to follow a path that takes you to the top in a stress-free manner. Why? Because here in this channel, we're not the day traders. That's not what we do here. Too complicated, too emotional, too stressful. I am here to have fun. I'm here to drink my coffee, to eat my popcorn, to see people get wrecked and enjoy the memes, right? That's what I am here for. I am not here to be emotionally involved every day on a trade that can make me lose my pants. That's too hard. I don't know about you, but that's too hard. I like to just buy the bottom, then sell the top. I work in a weekly time-based. Maybe I go down to the day to check what's happening today, but that's it. I am not worrying about the 15-minute chart move. I am not worrying about the 1-hour chart move. Why? Because I don't need to worry about that. I just follow the cycles. I look at the weekly chart. I draw my technical analysis, which you are about to see here in this show today, because we have a readjustment of the roadmap today, yes. And then you will see how stress-free it's to follow the cycles the way I do. And how is that I was able to time the bottom and buy when Bitcoin was right here, October 31st, 2022, I started buying. December 31st, I stopped buying. I literally bought the full bottom. How? And I have the receipts that I can show and prove it. But how was I able to do that? Following the cycles, following the compass, understanding how the Bitcoin system works. Thanks to the fact that I entered the space in 2013 as a Bitcoin miner, and I did learn how the Bitcoin mining system works, and I know how blockchain works, and I know what is a node, and I know how everything works. So with that knowledge in my toolbox, I'm able to almost perfectly time within a 60-day window when that bottom will hit. And I'm also able to time within a 60-day window when that top will hit. And here I am showing the roadmap to that live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that there's no excuses. All you have to do is subscribe, turn on the notifications, make sure you don't miss your Bitcoin technical analysis. Why? Because I'm showing you the roadmap. And I am bold like that. Because I'm a monkey on the internet at the end of the day. and you have to do your own analysis. But then you tell me if your analysis and the logic, the common sense adjust. So let's get into the meats and potatoes of what's really happening. So now we know the move. So before I move forward, I need you guys to understand that we do this every week, and that if you are following every week, if you are within context of every show, you will understand better how is that we have been able to predict all this move and the little adjustments that we have been looking into every single week. So before I move forward, I want to show you a little clip of what we were speaking about so that we can bring the people that are new to the channel into context of what is truly happening and why is that I'm going to move some of the lines on this channel. So without further ado, let's get into that and let's see what is that we were talking about last week. Look at the candle of FTX. Look at the candle of Binance and Coinbase going down literally on the same day. So when FTX went down, the market reacted heavily. But this reaction does not smell to me like a black swan event. Yes, it is a downward event. Yes, it is a short-term, bearish momentum. Yes, we are going through the 200 weekly moving average, and yes, we did close below that. But I want you to look at this line. We bounced off the top of the one. Say what? Wait, say that again. Yes, we bounced off the top of the one, which means that we have not broken any single rule. The play continues on, and the next candle is opening bullish, baby, and we continue to ride this wave until we break below. We gotta break below the one for the move, for the count to be invalidated. Until we break below the one, we have not broken shit yet. Therefore, we continue on the move. Now, we are in dangerous territory. Yes, we are on uncharted territory right now. As we speak, as I come live to you, we are right now, in the middle of the week on a bullish week, but more like an indecisive week, right? So we gotta wait until this play out, but do not be surprised if we remain a couple weeks down here until we get more clarity from the US regulators, because this is a manipulated downwards move based upon an attack that was coordinated by an rogue US regulator, aka Gary Gensler. So don't be surprised that we may go sideways for a couple weeks, if not a couple months. I'm estimating 90 days. I have a 90-day window that I'm right now looking at. I even came out this morning and I announced to all our community members that we're pausing the launch of the Mula token and the phase 2 of our mint, because there is too much uncertainty in the market due to the actions of this rogue US regulator. And now we have clarity. There's something that's called clarity. What? Yes. Because now this is a new week. There's a new dawn, and a new day. And we can see now why this rogue regulator was dumping, why he was dumping. And I actually even shared this. Yes, I did share this with everybody in Twitter. Yeah, I did that. I actually did that. Let me see if I can find it for you guys real quick. Where is, I need to find, right here. We share this with you guys. We share it with our Degen inside our Degen Apes chat. But then we share, okay, this is the bull cycle roadmap, and it makes now much perfect sense. If you have been following If you have been following the previous shows, I've been telling you, there's a puppet master telling Gary to do this. It's the only logical explanation. When you have the full Congress against you, when you have every, major CEO of every major company against you, when literally every single previous share member of the SEC is against your point of view, and you are still enforcing some, regulation by enforcement in the way you're doing to the two incumbents, Binance and Coinbase. So you got Binance and Coinbase. Who are they? The top biggest exchanges right now. The two biggest on-ramps. They are the ones that when TradeFi decides to come in, if they decide to come in, they need to make sure they get out of the way so that they can position themselves as the solution. They don't want the incumbents. They want to use the Web2 people. They want control. What the puppet master always wants? Control. It's that simple. So this is what took place, and this is my analysis. BlackRock tells the SEC, for crypto. How does the SEC does that? He goes and, Gary goes and sues Coinbase and Binance, right? Crypto dips like a mofo, like as you saw on my assessment from last week that I just played to you, right? Now, then while that is happening in the back, BlackRock is accumulating Bitcoin. Then what did we see happen? And that's why you have the Web3 Morning Motivation show that you're going to be showing up every day if you want to be on top of the news. Because the moment this took place, I came out, announced it, and I even told you guys this changes everything. I see you guys on the next Bitcoin technical analysis. Why? Because this changes everything. Now we know why Gary was doing what he was doing. BlackRock was getting ready to enter the space. And there's no way that Gary doesn't know that, but for them to file with the SEC, that means that they have been up behind closed doors working with the SEC about giving shape to the ETF for fucking months. There's no other way around this. So it's not like Gary doesn't know that BlackRock is about to come into the market and file for the ETF. So what he does, I want to help my friend BlackRock because they're the ones who put 20s in my back pocket, and I want to make sure that I can dip the market so that they can enter from the bottom, because everybody wants to enter where? At the bottom. What did I tell you that I was buying? The bottom is where is the holy grail. Everybody wants to buy the bottom, everybody wants to sell the top, but it's almost impossible to time it unless you're looking at this channel and you're following the Bitcoin cycles. But this is crucial. Why? Yes. This is crucial, guys, because this is the first signal. BlackRock entering with an ETF is what I will consider the first flag, the first official signal to what? To what I have been telling you guys. There is only one thing that will invalidate a bull cycle, a halvening cycle. And that is mass adoption, a super cycle. So these right here, BlackRock entering the market and making it available for literally Gen X and Boomers, which are the two generations that have the most amount of accumulated wealth, given that they are the oldest and have had the time to accumulate that wealth. Now, but they're also the most conservative, they're also the most scared, they're also the most gullible. So now they have BlackRock, they have somebody that they can trust with the iShares and stamp of approval, and now they can safely, keyword, safely enter Bitcoin. This changes everything. And this is the first flag of a super cycle. And a super cycle is the only thing that can invalidate a Bitcoin halvening cycle. So we have to pay attention. You cannot afford to miss one of these shows, I'm telling you. Because I'm keeping an eye. And as you can see, the moment something happens, I'm telling you. This is the first flag. There are several things that have to happen. But I already see those coming in. On-ramps with minimized risk, that is happening on gaming with NFTs as we speak. On-ramps for regular people that are not gamers into NFTs, that's also happening with technologies like the ones we're bringing out, SMS Cash. Technology is built in-house by us here at the Degen Forest. So, or the Degen Forest team, for lack of better words. So there are the on-ramps already forming, and there are actually more on-ramps coming up. I know a guy that is doing some amazing technology on the classic car industry. There's some amazing technology brewing right now. They're about to release, as far as I understand. You know, they wanna do something on the Web3 industry because their tech is amazing to source parts, for example, in the cars and all of that good stuff. And you can build hot rods, and I even think that they're doing like a hot rod giveaway and all of that good stuff. But, you know, everybody's looking at the markets right now. So everybody, literally, I know of so many projects that are right now with beautiful technology, just sitting on the sidelines, looking at what's happening, waiting for the right moment to jump on the ring. And for example, this is one of them. And they're ready, you know, beautiful technology, beautiful use case, beautiful utility, even a portion of the revenue from the business is transferred to the advisory board, which everybody who holds the NFT belongs to the advisory board. It's a beautiful model, but, you know, everything in Web3 specifically, because it's an emerging market, it's an emerging technology, right, has to be launched properly. So what projects do throughout the bear market is that they build. They build. That's what we have been doing here in the Degen Forest. We build, we build, we build, and we are ready. We have been launching stuff that we consider we need to have already in the market to get time in market. But everything, literally everything that we do happens after the Bitcoin halving. Why? Well, let's go back to the roadmap. So BlackRock tells the SEC to fund crypto. They do that by suing Coinbase. Crypto dips. BlackRock buys Bitcoin. So checkmark, checkmark, that's already took place. BlackRock launches ETF. Checkmark, that's happening. That's happening as we speak. So we are right now on step 4. So step 5, watch. Mark my words, bookmark this video. Watch the SEC magically, like what? Like do I have the sun? No, it's not that one. I used to have like a magical sun. I don't have it anymore. Like magic. They will ease off. How that's gonna happen? Very simple. They're gonna lock agreements with Coinbase. They're gonna settle. Watch. They're gonna settle this faster than you can even say corrupted. Faster than you can say Gary corrupted. You will see him magically close deals with Binance. Actually, I can even argue that it's already happening. I can even argue that it's already happening. There's already an easing up. Okay, you can stay in business. You can stay in operations. Okay. So, but while this is happening, also number 6 is happening, because once they approve, they have to approve the ETF, by the way. Once they approve the ETF, which has not yet happened, they just filed for it, by the way. Very important note to make. I have this as checked. I have it as checked because they're gonna get approved. They're gonna get approved. But you know, these have not yet completely happening. This is number 4 is happening. So after number 4 is completed, then you will see magically ease off, like, oh my God, we have reached agreements. We were wrong, you know, apologize, whatever. And then pension funds will start to allocate to BlackRock, and they allocate from the moment that the SEC magically ease off to when? To the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving, remember that? I mean, I've been speaking about that for the last 40 minutes. I mean, so Bitcoin halving. And then what's gonna happen? Oh, Bitcoin is gonna pump into quantitative easing because we're gonna have plus rate cuts. By then, Powell will be already doing interest cuts, not interest hikes. We're going backwards. And then we have quantitative easing. They're gonna they're gonna bring the printer up, and the printer is gonna go again. It happens. Dude, this happens like clockwork. I don't know why people get so into so many other stuff and indicators, and I gotta look at the gold and the correlation with the Nasdaq and the correlation with this. And dude, what are you doing? This is clockwork. You can time it. You can take this to the bank for reals. It has been happening, and it will continue to happen. So Bitcoin will pump into quantitative easing and the rate cuts. And then by June, November 2025, put it in your calendar, man. June to November 2025. I mean, can I be more specific? Guys, can you tell me in the comments, in the chat box, how can I be more specific? When do you sell? June to November. June to November. You DCA out. June, everything you have. June to November 2025. You don't sell now. If you're selling anything now, what are you doing? What are you doing? We're just getting started. We're just crawling out of the grave now. We're still 8, 9, 10 months away from the halvening. What are you doing, man? Like for reals. For reals. What? June to November 2025 is when you sell everything. And I am the only one that will tell you to do that. But we just got the first flag of a super cycle. So all of these can be invalidated if we have mass adoption being combined. It's not just the pension funds. That's good. That's enough to have a normal cycle. That's gonna be enough to send us above $100,000 easy. As a matter of fact, with the pension funds and BlackRock, we're gonna hit $500,000-ish. Easy. But that's not the point. If that gets combined with real on-ramps of traditional people, regular people, if retail gets in combination of those two, we have the perfect storm for a super cycle. And when you have a super cycle, the halvening cycles are no longer valid. Big shout out to Helen in Facebook. I cannot type back to you because my system doesn't let me reply to the Facebook comments. But I see you coming every single day pretty much. Thank you so much for the comments and everything. And also the people on Cake. Also, I cannot reply to the people on Cake. Big shout out to all of you guys in the chat. On YouTube, I can reply, but I am focused on here. So big shout out to the people on YouTube as well. Everybody in the chats across all channels. If you are on Twitter, I cannot even see the chat. I'll be very honest. Twitter is behind. Elon is telling me that he's working on fixing the video side. So we hope that soon we're going to have a better experience on the live system on Twitter. But for now, we're just using the old Periscope systems to come to you live on Twitter. Therefore, I cannot see the chat, but I know that there is one. So make sure you comment. Make sure you do the hearts. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if what we have been explaining show after show after show have been making sense. So now, going back to what I was saying, June to November 2025, all-time high. Then you will see Rolex and Lambos on the timeline. When you see Rolex and Lambos on the timeline, that's the time to get out. What's going to happen after the Lambos and the Rolex? Well, what always happens after the Lambos and the Rolex. We're going to dump until oblivion. We're going to come back 80% to 90% of the all-time high. And everybody who is in the new wave of adopter, adopters are going to be wrecked, like really wrecked, because they will not understand what's happening. It's the first time in the rodeo, and when you are for the first time in the rodeo, you don't know what the hell is going on. You just see people on top of bulls going crazy, and some people jump on the bull, another guy jumps on a horse, and you don't know what's going on, but it looks fun. It looks amazing, and everybody's clapping and everybody's cheering the mofos on the bull. So you get excited and you jump on the bull, and this looks amazing. This looks awesome. And then you just get on that shit and you just get wrecked. You just get dragged through the mud. You just get kicked in the face. And that's how you learn that, you're gonna be a crazy degen to be in this wilderness. But if you are, there's a lot of opportunity, and there is a lot of education, and there is a revolution cooking and brewing on there. We just have to be conscious of what's really going on. So, let me get into what's happening here, because I think I have a call coming up. I still have I still have a couple minutes. Still have some time, because we need to readjust the chart. Enough about the rants, enough about the vision, enough about everything else. Let's get into the charts. So, what is happening? So, you saw what took place, and I was telling you last week about this candle. And when I was speaking on this candle, I was telling you this is a green candle, indecisive candle. But when I was speaking about the candle, we didn't have this wick. We didn't have this coming down like this. The wick was still here. We were in a double bottom position around here, right? So we were still above the one. But guess what? After Wednesday, we continued to dump. Yes, if I go down to the daily chart so you can see it, we continue to dump on Wednesday big time. Remember, my show comes at 8 a.m. So by the end of the night, we were down here. And then trying to recover on the next day. So the recovery was fast, which made me think, it's a Black Swan event. It's unique. But guess what? Nonetheless, the rules are the rules. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And the rule says that if I let me readjust that. That's not what I want to pick. I want to pick this one, right? So you see the wick coming to this zone, right? So we have this zone that is forming here. So the rules are the rules. I don't make the rules, guys. I don't make the rules. I just follow them, all right? So the rule says that if this one comes below this one, then this is not wave 4 anymore. I'm sorry, this is not wave 4. We are not printing wave 4, because we are now in wave 1 territory. I will say that again. Even if it's for a short period of time, we did go into wave 1 territory. What does that mean? So you may think that these are bad news, but no. Why will this be bad news? This just means that this is an extended one. What? Yes! This is an extended one, which paints a much bullish, a much better, a much beautiful picture, and a panorama that I'm about to paint to you, and we're going to paint this live. So I don't care what you're doing. Make sure you pay attention to what's going on. Make sure you expand the view so you can look at the chart very well. Because guess what? If we zoom out a little bit, you can see that we have all this roadmap that takes us into $80,000. Guess what? Not only the fundamentals are changing, so we do 3 types of technical analysis here. We do a fundamental analysis, we do a technical analysis, we also do a sentimental analysis. The sentiment cannot be bullish. The sentiment just reverted thanks to BlackRock. But also the fundamentals have changed, because with the approval of an ETF on the door, now the fundamentals of Bitcoin are becoming way better, and Bitcoin being classified as a commodity, not as a security, it just opens the door for floodgates of money to come in. So the fundamentals are changing, the sentimental are changing, and therefore, because those two changed, the technical had to change too. And now the panorama is much better, because if you know anything about Elliot waves, you know that what you can see here is a beautiful 1-2-1-2. What? Yeah. The trading view does not have an indicator that allows me to properly draw just a 1-2-1-2. But let's use the 5 wave and let's imagine, let's think this is wave 1, and then this is wave 2. That's it. Wave 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you have another. So this right now is wave 0. I know it says 1 there, but imagine that is wave 0. So you have 1, 2 completion of the, and this is a 1, 2 because there is a retracement of over 50%. For everybody that is an Elliotician, you know that to get a proper 1, 2 count, you need a 50% retracement from the pivot of the 1, 50 to 61%. If you go below that, then you're falling into different territory. I'm not gonna get into that now. But you know, I'm just talking now for if you know anything about Elliot waves, you will know this. And if you don't know anything about Elliot waves, you should learn about them, because it's a beautiful indicator that shows us, a beautiful compass that can shows us possibly where Bitcoin may go in the future. So let's look at this. So we have a 1, 2, and now we have another 1, 2. That's it. That's the move. And this move, I'm gonna put 5 here just to, that's it. That's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you may be asking, if you're new to anything, what is a 1, 2, 1, 2? Well, that is a structure. It is an indication that a larger degree impulse wave is in development. The larger degree wave, in this case the 1, it's extending. That is what a 1, 2, 1, 2 formation says. Basically, it's a structure that is not difficult to identify. A typical impulse wave normally forms within wave 3, actually, and that's where you commonly see it the most. But it can also happen on wave 1 and wave 5. So when it happens on wave 3, because wave 3 being always, usually the largest, never the shortest, usually the largest, right? Wave 3 usually is the one that get this type of formation. 1, 2, 1, 2 formations. Usually you see them more commonly on the wave 3, right? 1, 2, 3 in this wave 3, right? But that's not what took place here. We had a wave 1, followed by a 50% retracement, and then guess what took place? An impulsive move that you think is wave 3. But then wave 4 comes into wave 1 territory. And when wave 4 comes into wave 1 territory, that is the confirmation, pretty much, the indication that this is an extended one. Oh, what? Yes. So you see that how big this one was? I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Because now this move, well, we can use it. We can use those two. I'm not gonna delete them. Actually, let's draw them all from scratch. Why not? Why not? We still have some time. So, what is the new count, you may wonder? Well, we are in the weekly chart. I want to make sure I'm there. So let's look at this count now. So we're gonna have 0 here. Now we have 1 right there. This is going to be 2. Then we gotta find 3, 4, 5. How are we gonna find that? Well, we're gonna go get our good old Fibonacci trend extension. We're gonna draw it from the bottom of the 0 to the top of the new 1. We have a new 1 now to the bottom of the. Actually, let me make sure I have that drawn correctly. I wanna get it right on the week. Right there. And then I'm a little bit blind, guys. Don't take that against me. And then we did come all the way. Let me get this out of the way here so I can see better. Where is that bottom of the week? Right there. So now we have a Fibonacci trend extension that can give us a better idea of where we're going. So this is our new wave 2. It's not wave 4, that is wave 2 now, thanks to the 1 2 1 2 count, which I'm gonna remove so that we don't get confused. Now you know that that is the new 1 2, and then we're gonna look for 3 4 5, and then 3 3 is the pocket right there, and then we can see a 5 going here. Bam. That's the roadmap. That is our roadmap. Yeah, it can be an impulsive. Yes, it can be this impulsive. This is moving very, very sentimental move. As you can see, this is the weekly chart. Remember that. So yeah, that looks actually quite perfect. That looks beautiful. And that places the wave 5 on about 50,000. I'm not gonna complain on that. So I mean, we can also have it like this, a shorter, but then I don't think, because there's a big wave 1. Actually, even these may not count, because I mean, with a short wave 1, maybe this does this. Actually, this looks better in terms of following rules. Again, we're looking into the future now. We don't know. We are stuck on this candle. It's a very good candle. We're loving this candle. Everybody's loving this candle, right? We gotta see where this impulse move takes us. Well, are we gonna break through the 65? Are we gonna have a shorter? I mean, this is not with a wave 1 this big. I'm expecting at least that, if not even more. Okay. Wave 4 will also be massive. Don't expect a short wave 4. I don't know, man. Everything is possible in crypto. Let's put it on the 61 for now. And we're gonna readjust as the playtex happens, right? You're gonna be coming in every Wednesday, and we're gonna continue to readjust the map. But this is where we're going. So then when we get here, we're gonna get a basic ABC retracement, right? We're gonna get from here. We're gonna go and yeah, we can go like that. A, B, C into the 100 again. Boom. And then it can be very impulsive too, very shortly after. Don't even think that this will be extended. I don't think that this will be very extended. It will be, impulsive. The same way it was a massive to the top, it will be massive to the down. Maybe into the halvening or right before the halvening. We are yet to see. We're going to see that. And then we're going to start the new count, which is the bull count, which is the post BT. That's the real bull cycle. This is the bull cycle that makes the news. Nobody's talking about this one. Everybody's gonna talk about this one. And then we're gonna do we're just charting into the unknown here, guys, so remember that. So we're gonna do a wave 1 that breaks above the 5, then and then test it from the top, 3 4 5. So possibly wave 1 breaks the 5. We test the 5 from the previous all-time high, right, or the previous high from the top. Then we go print a 3 over here, possibly, I don't know where exactly. And then we wanna have a 4 somewhere around here. And assuming, and once again, I am completely speculation. I am on uncharted territory. We are drawing a path where no path has ever been drawn, right? So this is where we're going. So I need to draw a proper Fibonacci trend extension from what could possibly be the bottom of the 0 to possibly be the bottom of the 1, and we're just eyeballing things. I'm choosing the wrong indicator here. I apologize about that. I'm looking for my Fibonacci trend. And I go from the bottom to the top, and this is uncharted territory, but it's just to me so that I can get it takes us into 80,000 again. Although, as much as I don't like that target keeps continuing to be respected. I don't like that. But that is the chart, and I have to respect what, on the upper hand of the 80K. Yeah, it's putting it right on the target. It's right on 95K right there. It's a 95K, so that's your 100,000 target. Oh shit, psychological 100. If we are in a super cycle, we're gonna blow through all these levels like butter. And that's why we are in something completely, we're looking at a whole new animal. But if we continue into the cycles, if we continue to respect the cycles, this is the play in front of our eyes right now. We're gonna continue to chart. We're gonna continue to keep an eye on it to ensure that, we know where we're going, to ensure that we know what is truly happening on the market. But until then, we can just speculate. We look at what happens today. We are aware of what took place yesterday. And therefore, that gives us an idea of what may happen tomorrow. So thank you for tuning in. It's been a true pleasure to come live to you on this Bitcoin technical analysis. And if you have any questions, put it on the comments below. I'm always reading, I'm always around. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Let me see what music should I put today. Oh, what's that video? Let's use that. I wasn't meaning to put that. No, that's too big. I'm back here. That's a 10-minute video. I'm not planning to be live for a full 10 minutes. I'm gonna use, but why I went right to that instead of just giving me what I wanted. So I think it's time. Yeah, I think that you are aware. I think that you should be aware of what's going on. I think that you should be, making moves, and I think that you should be buying dog money. There's no other way to put it, because the map is the map. We're following the map, and then we're gonna see where this map takes us together. Thank you for tuning in to the Degen Forest. Welcome to the tribe. Make sure you subscribe and like every single thing we do.
Coming up, bad news for savers, as even those with high-interest savings accounts are seeing their money disappear thanks to inflation. But first, we'll detail every possible thing you could die from. He's a rational investor, dividend digester, saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields, that's never the case. He's seeking 6% returns, slow and steady wins the race. But when he checks his accounts just to see what they're fielding, it's like driving in Maryland, ain't nobody yielding. What is he to do? He shouldn't be in a drought, so he visits his advisor just to sort it all out. Inflation's higher than your bond rate, that's what I was fearing. So your savings account is slowly disappearing and your CDs are pointless. That's not very funny. What would you like me to do? Put it all in dog money. Dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money. I'm trading it in for dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money, dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money. My 401k is now a 401k9. The sum of my net worth ain't no longer in a straight line. I'm making smart moves, I ain't gonna be a pun. I sold my IRA and bought an NFT of one. All in on Doge, I dish them out like a Tommy gun. You think I was statehood the way I'm passing on Washington? I feel like Matt Gaetz, you know what I mean? Assuring everybody it's above 18. It's a modern day gold rush, the prices will boom. Like Reggie White versus the Oilers, I'm headed straight to the moon. My broker's calling, you know that it's on. Buy dog money, don't stop till it's dawn. 1 more airbase, 2 more museums, 3 more walls, 4 more Supremes, 5 more stadiums. We're all out of fiat. Can you take trillions of these and go and make a Xerox? We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent, just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money, dog money, dog money. We trading it in for dog money, dog